This is KHF, and I'm back. I've been away for a while. I'm back to kick some butt in Wild Canyon. Hello to Joseph Howarth, who is the only person here at the moment. Yes, I am back after being away for a couple of weeks. Sorry about that whole thing. The first time I had to cancel it was because I was helping out at EWE and it ran on quite late, and the trains weren't running. And this was before even the train strike. So I got back home really late, and I was just too tired to do it. Second time and third time actually. Second time I was. The second time was because I was ill. I got a really, really bad cold. Like, I haven't had a cold this bad in ages. I had to come home from work like the previous Saturday because I was just feeling so bad. Third time was because something came up. I won't go into details, but something came up the third time. So, yeah, just things kept happening. But now I'm back. Hello. More people joining the chat. I don't know if I'm sounding clearer today than I normally do, but I found my proper microphone again. So hopefully I should sound a lot better than I have done in the previous streams. And Sheepy Potato got her flu shots. That's not fun. Nope, don't like getting shots. Nobody does. I also see your shirt. Yeah, I've had this shirt for ages, but I've never actually worn it in anything like KHF related. You think because my character's name is KHF McAwesome, this would be my default t-shirt, but never actually thought of doing that. The drunkard isn't with me today. No, I've actually invited something from a different franchise altogether because I found inviting Pokemon is just inviting trouble. So I've got a Moogle from Final Fantasy with me. So he's all ready to go, aren't you? Yep, see, he's ready to go. No, do not sing that song. Do not sing that. I can't stand that song. Probably drinking eggnog. We don't really have eggnog in the UK. That's not really something we do over here. See, Afro Otaku's here as well. Good morning. I know you have to get up early for these. I do appreciate it. It's Chippy Potatoes last week of Semester Shares Finals. That's always fun. Isn't KHF afraid of Moogles? The previous incarnation was. I don't think I ever established it for the current one, but besides which, I'm not being KHF at the moment, even though the title says Lunch with KHF, but that's just because that's what people know me as on the internet. And this isn't even lunch with KHF. Like, I've done quotation marks in the chat because I've actually already eaten. I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I had to have breakfast at actual lunchtime. So today it's just lunch with KHF. I do have some Ribena. Took the label off just to be safe, and I do have something to snack on. Got myself a donut from Greg's, who I probably shouldn't have used the name because they're not sponsoring, but anyway, okay, I'm on my tiny channel anyway. So yeah, I've got myself a donut. Not the best thing to have, but just so I have something nice to eat on the stream. So it is technically lunch with KHF, but not really. To really show the point of how much I love Moogles, I even got my Moogle slippers on. I even got my Moogle slippers on. So I had to do that for personal reasons. But yeah, no. Anyway, it's good to be back doing these. Cat Moogle. I don't know where Lily is at the moment. I think she's having a rest on my bed upstairs. I couldn't say for certain which it is at the moment, but anyway, trying to think of what's been happening as of late. Don't you bring up that name in here? No, he's not. He's been banned. He's been banned from coming after the way he misbehaves. You know what's best about December? It's no longer No Nut November. I literally found out about that on the 30th of November. So. Have I seen Frozen 2 yet? No, I have not. I'd certainly like to, but I have yet to see it. But don't know if you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that I retweeted something about some knockoff Frozen merchandise. It's like it's basically a Transformer watch that they like some. I don't know, some. I don't know where it's from. It's but somewhere it's like some knockoff Frozen watch. It's like it's a pink watch, but it turns into a robot, and like on it, it's got it's got Elsa in like almost like Iron Man like armor on it on the packaging. And I'm just like, if this isn't in Frozen 2, then it's the worst movie ever. I've seen Has Been Hotel. No, but I feel like I belong in the Has Been Hotel. But then that's going to turn out to be something dirty, isn't it? I'm just saying that because I'm kind of a YouTube has been. Well, I'm kind of a YouTube never was, really, when you think about it. I was almost there once, but it was all taken away from me because YouTube wanted to promote people who had connections, who had small studio budgets, and people like me got left behind. Well, I'm not going to stand for that now. I'm going to make a name for myself. I'm going to be the greatest wrestling star there ever was. Going a bit into what I'm hoping to become my wrestling persona there. No, Has Been Hotel is about a hotel in hell for rehabilitated sinners, then I don't want to watch it then. Anyway, oh, that was a good donut. If I do say so myself, that was a good donut. What was that? Probably just imagining things. Don't say we'll talk a lot of milk. I don't actually have any milk in the house at the moment, so I'm having to drink it with a tall bottle of Ribena. Would you ever do a DVD collection video? Probably not, because my DVD collection is quite lacking compared to other people's. I think the most interesting part of my DVD collection is probably the Dragon Ball DVD collection that I have. And people are going to complain because I have the orange bricks anyway, because I know those aren't the most ideal way of watching like the old Dragon Ball Z episodes, but they're the most convenient. That and the and having nearly all of the MCU films, I still need to get Spider-Man Far From Home, but that only just came out on DVD, so those are the only things of any note. Which waifu deserves a hentai adaptation manga? Look, they've all pretty much got it on the internet. Like Rule 34 and all, they've all pretty much got it somewhere. Even the ones who really shouldn't have it, but I won't get into the disgusting side of the internet. But yeah, no, like I said, my DVD collection isn't worth noting. Though I did recently expand it. Got them here thanks to thanks to some leftover uh pardon me, leftover Amazon money from my good friend Afro Otaku. I did recently expand my DVD collection with finally getting Shazam on DVD, which kind of got because it's one of Afro Otaku's favorite movies, and I enjoy this movie as well, so I thought, why not? And also got the will I ever get Joker when it comes out on DVD? Yeah, I will. Is it? Yeah, I still haven't seen that film. Don't know if it's on in cinemas anymore. Probably not. Probably some really awkward showings at like midnight. But yeah, I'm disappointed I didn't see that. But what can you do? Anyway, DVD I got. Other DVD I got was the first season of Moomin Valley, the new CGI Moomin series. I've been watching this, and it's actually a lot of the humor in this is actually really funny. Like it's done as a family show, but some of the humor in it is like there are a few adult jokes thrown in there that the kids aren't going to get. And I think that's the best kind of family show when you don't dumb it down for kids. You throw in a couple of innuendos in there, like there's an episode where Moomin Troll, like his tail is glowing gold, and they play that off as a dick joke. Like when he first comes in with it, they play it off. They straight play it off as a dick joke. I'm just like, wow. Why'd you go away with that? If I ever go back to reviewing, which I do want to do, it's just hard to find the motivation at the moment because my life is just so busy now, and with recent changes to YouTube, it might be difficult for me to go back. Although I think it doesn't affect me too badly because I'm kind of an unknown channel. Are the adult jokes on par with Animaniacs or SpongeBob? No, they're more subtle because it's because it's like British humor, so it's a lot more subtle with the way it does its adult jokes. But that is why they're so funny. Like I say, the thing with the golden tail, it's outright a dick joke. I can't describe it. You'd have to watch it for yourselves to get my point. There's a later episode. I've seen a clip from a later episode wherein Moomin Papa and Moomin Mama are camping, and Moomin Papa's like trying to start a fire going with two. Well, he's got a pile of wood. He's trying to get a spark going with two stones, but then suddenly it lights up, and it turns out Moomin Mama's done so with a match. And he just says to her, "Moomin Mama, you wild thing." I'm just like, Moomin Papa there, just casually suggesting that he's about to have sex with his wife in the wilderness. And the best part is Moomin Papa is voiced by Matt Berry, and Matt Berry's got one of those voices that just makes everything sound sexual. So when he says "Moomin Mama, you wild thing," I'm just like, well, now I think we better turn to another scene. Have I thought of having a threesome with Mama Midoriya and Mama Bakugo? Well, I haven't been introduced to Mama Bakugo yet. As far as I've been watching in My Hero Academia, so but anything that produced Bakugo, I don't think I want to go anywhere near that. And no, I want to keep Mama Midoriya pure. About the most experience I've had with Bakugo's mother is her shouting at him when he's upset because he won the sports festival, because he didn't win it in a satisfying way because he's a little punk. That little punk. Hello, Irish anime fan. I noticed you joined around the time I was saying Moomin Papa there, just casually hinting that he's about to have sex with his wife in the wilderness. Anyway, why am I talking about Moomin sex? That's go greater than Sasuke. No, as bad as each other. Secret movement. No, 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 no. No to point A, no to point Z, no to every point in between. No. No. Let's definitely not go down that route. It's not enough you guys got me to embrace my attraction to darkness. So, oh gosh. Favorite Kamen Rider series? I have never watched a Kamen Rider the whole way through. I started watching Gaim and I was enjoying it. I've even got the theme song on my iTunes, but I've never actually finished one before. KHF was he just wanted to date one in Japan? No, I went on a date with Snufkin in Japan, and that was great. It was like finally an intellectual to talk to. No, seriously, that's at Moomin Cafe in Japan. Like, if you go there by yourself, they give you a plushie to sit with. I sat with Snufkin, and it was great. Let's talk about video games then. Well, I know the new. I know someone at Square done goofed, and the. Hey, what's up, David Timmer? I know someone at Square done goofed, and the new Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC trailer was released much earlier than it was meant to, because someone at Square messed up. So I saw the trailer for that, and all I can really say is, "Oh, hey Leon, we thought you were dead." Hey Leon, we thought you were dead. Dinner in, Sora. I'm just happy to see Final Fantasy characters there again, quite honestly. So yeah, it looks like with the new DLC you're going to get to play as Kairi in at least one battle, and I'm like, hooray, she's doing something. She's finally doing it. Hooray, she's useful. I'm having a wonderful time. Oh, I'm going to trigger so many fanboys. Like, Kairi's my waifu! Kairi's underage and is clearly nuts about Sora, so back off, you perv. Have I watched Cautious Hero? It's made by the same creator of Konosuba. I have not, but Cautious Hero, that pretty much just describes Kazuma. Actually, no, he's Reluctant Hero, more like. The most gaming I've been doing is playing more CTR Nitro Fueled. I have been playing that on and off, even though the game's evil now. But I have been playing that on and off, and I say on and off because it doesn't bring out a good side in me. It's a game is not good for me. I think Aqua has more the waifu factor. I assume you mean the Kingdom Hearts one. And if so, I agree. I've even met her voice actor, so I've even got a picture with her voice actor with me in my Pink Ranger costume. It's rare that I get first place when playing online. I've actually noticed going back to it though that online does seem to be a lot more balanced than it used to be. It could just be that I've gotten lucky with every race that I've had since like coming back to it, but I actually found it was a lot more fair when I went back online. Even when I lost, I was like, actually, that was a lot more fair of a race. So, yeah, I say they, at least on the PS4 version, they seem to have balance things out a bit more. But again, I could have just be getting lucky. Nah, I'm imagining things. It's a really good series right now. It's trending on Kiss Anime. Well, I don't use Kiss Anime. I prefer to use legal services. I was gonna say, so I've gotten to. If we're talking about anime and manga, like somewhere, I have gotten to the 4th volume of the Inuyasha manga reprints. You see how massive these are. I'm on the 4th one. I'm not even halfway through, so that is how long I've got to go. But I'm sticking with this. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm actually really enjoying the plot so far. Yeah, well, while a lot of it does while a lot of it is filler, it's never uninteresting. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It doesn't matter which console I play Crash and Spyro games, right? Yes, it does. You have to play them on the PS4, otherwise it's illegal, and you'll get in trouble. It's like how you have to play MMORPGs on the PC, or else you'll get in trouble. How was Pokemon Sword? I'm still playing it, and I'm enjoying it. Character hop's a bit annoying, but yeah, I'm still enjoying my Pokemons. Anyway, but yeah, no, I actually kind of liked Hop. Said no one ever. He's what was the rival / best friend's name in Gen 4 in Diamond and Pearl? I think it was Barry. He's basically Barry 2.0. Of course, Ditto, the other non-stop troublemaker. Where is he? Where's that? Did you see him? No. Okay. That was Barry. Yeah. Hop to me just came off as Barry 2.0. Have I encountered Alistair at all? I think he's only in the Shield version. I don't think he's in the Sword version, because I know you have because I know you go through different gym leaders in each version, which is, as far as I know, a series first. And I'm actually on board with that. I like that idea. But no, I can't say anything good about Sword or Shield because it doesn't have the national dex. And therefore it's the worst game ever. Therefore we have to boycott and nitpick every single little factor about it. At least that's what the fan base seems to think. Sorry, just I got a bit annoyed there. It just baffles me just how utterly ridiculous the fan base were with the whole national dex thing, and how immaturely they all act about it. Like, their behavior was comparable to the Sonic fan base, and that's not a good sign when I can make that comparison. even though Sun and Moon lacked a national Dex. Yes, but the problem was people were upset because this is like Sun and Moon were on a handheld. This was on a console, like an actual console, even though the Switch is technically a console handheld hybrid. But yeah, that's what people were annoyed about. Like, because the Switch is more powerful, they'd expect a national Dex. And look, I admit I was disappointed that it wasn't going to be there. But then, like, I realized like it's like nearly 900 Pokemon now. I'm not going to be able to fill that thing up ever because I just don't have the time. So, you know, it's not a big deal to me. Johnny Youngbosch is replacing Vic Mignogna as Broly. Yes, I'd heard about that. I tweeted about that actually. I'm actually really on board with that. I think Johnny Youngbosch will do a good job as Broly. Yeah, his voice is is quite a bit deeper than Vic Mignogna's, but I think he'll do well. And you know, I'm not going to bring up any of the controversy, any of that here. As far as I know, like Johnny Youngbosch stayed out of all that and is still on good terms with Vic. And I think Vic even gave his blessing to him, saying, you know, you're a worthy replacement. So yeah, I'm on board with Johnny Youngbosch's Broly. I've heard some samples of his voice clips in clips from Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Dragon Ball Fighters, because I haven't played that game in ages and I haven't downloaded any of the DLC. But I have heard some of his voice clips, and actually, yeah, no, he's pretty good. Oh, pardon me. Speaking of rivals, what did I think of? Bede? I don't know how to say his name. Well, it's nice to have an arsehole rival again. Oh, whoops, I said a naughty word. It's nice to have a rival who's a jerk again. I just wish we could have named them like we could with Blue/Gary or whatever you want to call him, or in the first gen. But it's nice to have someone who it's satisfying to beat again, and not just have your rival just be your BFF. I mean, yeah, you've got that with Hop, but it's nice to have someone who, like, yeah, I want to wipe that smug look off his face. I just hope there's no Kick Johnny. Well, there are the Puritans of the I Stand with Vic side who are. There are a few Puritans who are like, oh no, only Vic can voice Broly and all that. And I'm like, guys, look, regardless, what's happened has happened now, all right? You're just going to have to move on. Right? We're likely not getting Vic back as Broly, you know? So, guys, it's time to move on. And Silver and Gen 2. Yeah, no, I realized him as well. I just then got into the whole Broly stuff again. It's like, but yeah, like, I've lost my train of thought now because I was talking about two different things at the same time. It's same, leave Johnny alone. Yeah, look, man's only doing his job. He's only doing, you know, his job to put food on his table for his wife and kids. Like, yeah, guys, it's time to move on. It's not like it's the first time somebody's been recast in Dragon Ball. You know, going into Kai, Frieza was recast, and quite honestly, I prefer Frieza's Kai voice over the original voice. You know, Bulma's been recast multiple times, so you know, it's like it's not like this is the first time it's happened. I'm trying to stay out of talking about the Vic Mignogna controversy like as much as I possibly can, because you know I still have a desire to remain neutral in that, though I have seen some of the things that have come out since then, and I'm a bit more like, but I'm trying to stay out of internet controversy in general, because I've recently I've watched Cinema Venom's like the downfall of the change the channel movement and some of the hypocrisy that has come up there. So yeah, I've decided like I'm just gonna stay out of both sides of internet controversy. Thoughts on Chairman Rose? I feel like I'm not far enough in the game to say anything there. I've only just got the fairy badge, so I don't think I'm far enough in the game to make a comment there. So I also prefer Scott McNeil as Boo. Well, Scott McNeil's just better at in every single in every single role he was ever in, because he's Scott McNeil, and he is the king of the voice actors. Actually, recently, sorry, my computer was being weird there. Recently, for seemingly no reason, a YouTube has started recommending me. Well, it started with just recommending me the theme song, but obviously then I watched that and it led to recommending more things from it. YouTube started recommending me videos from a very, very obscure cartoon from my childhood called. Most of you probably don't know what this is, but Mummy's Alive, which was an awesome show that nobody ever watched except me, and the obscure people in the comment section. And I never realized Scott McNeil was a voice in that. It's like if there was a cartoon from your childhood in the 90s, it's a good chance Scott McNeil was a voice in it. Because he's Scott McNeil and he's just that damn good. Oh, I've heard of that show. That show was awesome. That show was awesome. I've actually been watching some of the old episodes, and it's like, yeah, it's cheesy and a blatant like attempt to sell toys, but most cartoons of that era was. It's really cheesy, and the animation is but you know what? It was freaking awesome. Must be a UK thing. No, I think it was produced in Canada. But hence why it's got Scott McNeil in it. But I always liked the big guy. I always liked what was the name? Armon, like the big guy, because like I always thought he was cool because like when he's in his non-armored form, he only has one arm, but like when he does the Power Ranger morphing thing with the necklaces that they do, he gains a second arm, and I always thought that was cool. Yeah, Mummy's Alive was freaking awesome. It was a great show. Well, it really wasn't, but I loved it as a kid. Yeah, Death Note takes a lot of symbolism from the Bible. Yeah, it probably does. It's been a while since I've seen Death Note. Yeah, Death Note's the series I need to go back to as a part of my road of redemption of things I regret from the past. Also, should probably finish up going back through Clannad at some point. Part of my road of redemption for the sins of my past. It's Morphin Time. I got my arm back. Yeah, it was basically. It did have that Power Rangers-esque thing because like the mummies would they had these necklaces, and like they'd say with the strength of Ra or something like that, and then they'd get this armor on them, and that would be like, that's their. It's time for ass kicking at that point. It's past KHF personality. Well, it's past KHF personality in Death Note. Yeah, that was a different time. I believe all the other KHFs refer to him as Doofus KHF. He's like Doofus Rick, except he's the prick. Did I know Johnny has his own band? I did know that. I haven't listened to. I haven't really listened to any of his stuff, but I do know he has a band. For some reason, Scott McNeil was in her knockoff version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame as not Frollo, and he uses his Dinobot voice for him. Yeah, he uses Dinobot voice for a lot of sinister characters. Like, I think Richard Newman said it best. He's like, he said in an interview once, Scott has been described as having over 100 voices, and I agree, but about 60 of them sound very similar. But look, there's only so many voices you could do, but the fact that the man has such a range is impressive. Favorite Christmas song to sing to sign to my waifu? Well, I don't really know sign language, so I can't really sign it. But if there was one Christmas song I was going to to sing to, well, considering my waifu is Darkness from Konosuba, it would have to be, "Oh, Santa Man is a blade man. He's coming for you to chop you in two." From the Dangeresque Cheat Commandos Decemberween crossover special. Anyway, what was that? So how would I do that? Santa Man is a, I don't know sign language. Santa Man is a blade man. He's coming to town to cut your whole family down. It's so sinister, but they sing it in such a happy way. Oh gosh. Don't think what else there is to talk about. Let's see what's in the newspaper today. Oh crap! Now I tend to avoid newspapers actually because I tend to avoid news in general. It's too depressing these days. Is that a song, KHF? I don't know. You'll have to ask the Brothers Chaps. They're the ones who came up with it. With it's just their surreal sense of humor. We're talking about the guys who created a guy who can type emails with boxing gloves on. So. Yeah, the hypocrisy of Change the Town. Yeah, no, I've seen some of the hypocrisy from the people there, and I by no means justify anything that Doug Walker or any of Channel Awesome did. There is no way they are in no way off the hook for that. What they did was horrible and wrong, but I'm just saying there's been a lot of hypocrisy with some of the people leading the charge in the Change the Channel movement. So now hearing that, I've just decided, you know what? From now on, I'm just staying out of it. If I hear like, oh, this YouTuber has done this, that, I'm just staying out of it. I'm just like, Final Fantasy characters thing never bothered me since they were. Oh, going back to Kingdom Hearts, that was from a while ago. Yeah, their role was always minimal, but they were always there. That's the thing. Even if they were shoehorned in quite badly in a lot of worlds, but they were still a part of it. by that logic, the Disney characters had a minimal role anyway, because most of them don't play a role outside their own world. So, but I am looking forward to Remind. I'm looking forward to seeing because obviously this is a first for the Kingdom Hearts franchise. So I'm curious to see like what this will add for Kingdom Hearts 3. Have I ever thought about getting The Witcher 3? I've never really thought about it. Like everybody tells me The Witcher 3 is like amazing. I've just I don't know why I've just never had an interest in playing it. And I'm sure it is a good game. I'm sure if I played it, I would enjoy it. It's just, have you ever just had a game where you're just like, I don't know, I just don't want to play it. I can't explain why. I don't actually have a good reason to not want to play it. I've never really thought to go out my way to play it. About the most experience I've had with The Witcher 3 is the main character being the guest character in Soul Calibur 6. So that's about the most experience I've had. It's also the most experience I've had with Nier Automata because 2B is a DLC character in it. Sorry, the booty is DLC in it because I am aware of the memes with 2B. And her overpronounced android buttocks. Damn it, Square! I forgot it's to be a robot or a sex doll. Well, I've heard she weighs about 400 pounds, so not that that's a turn off for me. I have issues. I have serious issues. Anyway, aren't these streams so much better with just having a nice, polite mascot in the background, one who doesn't cause any trouble and doesn't shout horrible things all the time? What was that? I'm getting really suspicious here. But yes, it makes things so much better. And Kira Butland, who voices 2B, is also Talon. That's awesome. The drunkard is going to eat you. No, he's not. He's not here. I know he's not here. I made sure he wasn't here. Right, trying to think what else. Another game I've been playing recently because I got it chilly because I thought it would be a interesting game to play at Christmas with my family because I had a lot of fun. I used to play the Wii games of this franchise at my best friend's house, and we used to have a good laugh of that. So I thought, all right, I'll get the new one because I reckon it will be a good laugh with the family at Christmas time. I got Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and yeah, I've been having fun with it. I've tried a couple of the games out. Yeah, it's for a bunch of simple mini games that the whole family can enjoy. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I actually checked out the story mode briefly today, and that's a surreal experience to me. Just watching Mario and Sonic interact in a, all right, it's a simple plot, but like just having an actual narrative, an actual official narrative where Mario and Sonic are interacting. That's just so surreal to me. I remember the good old days when KHF was afraid of Mughals. That's not to say the new one wouldn't be. It's just, I'm not in character at the moment. I'm just being me. I'm just the reason it's launched from KHF is again just because that's the name people are familiar with me. So yeah, it's not like it's not a possibility for the count catcher. Sorry, I got a bad itch on my back. Sorry, had a really, really bad itch. The story mode in that game is just a shot remake of Akira. But yeah, no, my own Sonic Olympic Games, it's fine. I think my family and I will have some fun playing it. Though I'm a bit disappointed there's no party mode in it. There's no seasonal mode where you play like a load of events over and over again, because that's what I was kind of hoping for, because that would be the way to play for me and my family. But hey, there's a random option for the events, so guess that's okay. But we'll still have a laugh of it, I imagine. Though my family do get very, very competitive. You should see us playing Mario Party. It's not a pretty sight. But then again, Mario Party never brings out the best side in anyone. Anyway, how long have we been going? 47 minutes. Okay. Not too bad considering I came in with basically nothing prepared. Trying to think what else I can discuss. Did I make any notes I could? Well, something on my phone that could trigger a memory I could talk about. So I'm just looking at right. Right. I'm trying. Okay, there seems to be a bit of a fight going on of sorts in the chat section. Everybody calm down, or I'm gonna have to put you in timeouts. Ask Afro Otaku, I'll do it. Have I seen any of the Lego movies? I have seen the Lego movie, which, quite honestly, I didn't get what all the hype was about. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. It was fine. It was just, to me, it was just a token family film. I did not see what justified all the hype about it. But like I say, I enjoyed it. I just didn't buy into the hype. I saw the Lego Batman movie, which, in my opinion, was much better because I just found the humor a lot funnier in that one. I have not seen the second one. I have not seen the second Lego movie. Sure I will someday, but as of now, I haven't seen it. So, but then again, aren't I the anime guy? Isn't it forbidden for me to talk about anything but anime? Would seem to be a rule on my old channel. Like, if I talked about anything but anime, people didn't want to know. So, guys, it's okay to have other interests. All right, it's okay to have other things you're interested in. What's this I'm feeling behind me? It's kind of squishy, malleable. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But it's like, guys, but I was like, guys, look at me, okay? It's okay to like other things. It's okay to have more than one interest. You might if you open your mind a bit, you might find a lot of things you enjoy. Guys, it's okay. So who's got a knife? What, the Moogle? No, I don't think it's Mog. I don't think he's Mog from Final Fantasy VI. Goofy wants his money. Well, Goofy has mugged me before, so um, that is a true story. I don't know if I've ever told that in in these chats before, but have I ever seen that video? What, the Goofy wants his money? No, but it's come up in my recommended feed so many times, so I'm probably going to have to watch it at some point. But I'm not surprised by that because, like I say, I've been mugged by Goofy. He's stole a packet of crisps from an empty packet of crisps, for that matter, from my pocket before. So, I know what he's really about. Just like I know what Stitch is really about. That little prick. That's really who I should have had as my sidekick on these streams. Should have had Stitch because I hate that Stitch. Anyway. Thoughts on Disney buying Dragon Ball Z? If they do, it will mean the end of us all. He goes into his dressing room to snort on that crisp dust. That was his big plan all along. Gorge, this job is stressful. Not anymore. Disney already owns too much. Yeah, well, over here in the UK, it seems like Tesco want to buy everything. And I'm just like, when Disney buys Tesco, heaven help us all. Oh, Jimmy Jesse's finally here. Hello. I'm like hella late. Well, yeah, but at least you're here. Disney is apparently getting way too big for its britches. Yes, but don't hate Disney. They gave us The Mandalorian, and that forgives everything. For the record, I've never seen The Mandalorian. I'm sure it's good. I'm not a massive Star Wars guy, so I don't have Disney Plus either. So it's unlikely that I'll watch it. But I have heard it's really good. But I'm just joking on the way that people seem to forgive Disney now that they've given us that. Never been a fan of Star Wars. Yeah, I'll say this about I like the Star Wars films. Well, I like a large number of them, but I don't get as fanatical about them as everybody else does. As everyone else seems to. I enjoy. If I enjoy the movie, I enjoy the movie. I'm not gonna. I don't go out my way to learn what every single spaceship was called, what every single extra's name was, anything like that. And I mean, most people are harmless enough with it, but it's just sheer fanaticism of it, especially when it comes to the topic of The Last Jedi. I'm just like, oh my gosh, guys, does it really matter? It's just a film. It's just a film, guys. So yeah, like I say, I like Star Wars, but I'm not hugely into it. Dude, The Last Jedi is not a film. It is a film. It's guys, look at me. It's just a movie. can't hurt you. All right? It's just a movie. Stitch is so cuddly. No, he's not. He's a little. Trying not to swear. I'm trying not to swear because we all have to be family friendly now, especially if I'm talking about Stitch. Stitch is a little nuisance. But then again, like I rip on Star Wars fans for getting that way about The Last Jedi, but I've seen anime fans be just as bad. So, but then again, I try to be more of a casual anime fan anyway. So there you go. And I guess it would be kind of hypocritical of me as well, because considering my past and certain fanaticisms I've had. But I'm older and wiser now, so I've grown up a bit. I've learned not to take fandom so seriously. Okay, then what do I think is the cutest Disney character? The cutest Disney character. What's a really stupid answer I can give? No, KHF has a squishy soul. Who do I think? All right, I'm trying to think of what's the dumbest answer I can give. The Maleficent Dragon. There you go. Because that is still better than Stitch. Stitch. But with the way I was actually contemplating tweeting about this earlier, but like with the way fandoms are just like so at each other's throats these days, like like even with like the Puritan, like only Victor Garner can voice Broly sort of thing, like even that sort of thing, like just how vile and hostile and venomous people are towards each other. I kind of wish I could just gather all these people up and like kind of go a bit Hunger Games with them, just throw them all into an arena and just give them a bunch of weapons and say, right, you know what? Kill it. Go ahead, kill each other. Like, let's sell this once and for all. Go ahead, do it. You're so horrible to each other. Go on, just finish it. Have I watched the Queen and Eggs and Ham Netflix series? No, I haven't. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, like the internet just ruined fandoms for me. So, go to war, get the popcorn. Be like, yes, that's it. That's right. Give in to your savage desires, like the animals that you truly are. Maybe darkness is perfect for me because I do have this sadistic side. Let the hate flow through you. Quite honestly, I think mankind's slowly but surely reverting back to its primal state anyway. So honestly, I say, why let them fight it? Just have them fight out of their system. Have them kill each other for like if it means less idiots in the world, then I'm all for it. I don't seriously mean that. I'm not being serious when I say that. I'm just trying to illustrate just how ridiculously savage people can get nowadays. I don't want to fight. I want to be a hermit. Yeah, let's all take a page out of Snufkin's book. Let's just all just live in tents and just wander about. Just stay away from society because society is just a mess now. uh, Speaking of Snufkin, when I was in Japan, I got my nieces like these like Moomin wrist rattles, like one of Moomin Troll, one of Snufkin, and since they've started teething and like biting everything, my sister sent me a picture of one of them chewing on the Snufkin one. She's like, "This was a good call. This was a good call. They really like Snufkin's hat." It's just one of my nieces chewing on the Snufkin rattle's hat. I wish I could show it to you, but I've said before, my sister doesn't want anything on social media, so, and quite honestly, I don't disagree. So, uh, sometimes the hermit life seems ideal. Quite honestly, sometimes I do think maybe I should just get away from it all, just go and live in a tent somewhere, survive in the wild. Uh, Seems like a much simpler life than living in society. uh, Anyway, I've been going for over an hour now, so I'm going to wrap things up now. But it was good to be back. Good to be doing this again. With Christmas time on the way, I can't guarantee I will be doing many more live streams this month, but I am going to try to get them done when I can. But I'll keep everybody updated, both with posts to my channel and on my Twitter. So yeah, thank you to everybody who showed up. Hope I hope. Sorry, I got distracted. Hope we all had a hope we all had a really good time, and take care. When did you get back?